Go ahead, bro.
But it's like if you send to me regular mainstream media shit or sending me shit from these mainstream sources, like that shit already fraudulent activity, bro. If this is what
Mm-hmm.
you basing your shit off of, it's like, cause I'm laugh at your ass. I laughed at. I was like, man, and I could tell he was frustrated. You know what I'm saying? But the shit is, it'd be really funny to me. It'd be frustrating, but some shit be so frustrating it'd be funny.
Hell yeah.
It,
I ain't gonna lie. I was when I was talking to when I was talking to Jose. I don't like talking politics with people because it's like nah, bro. Y'all say that as a crutch because y'all don't want to deal with the real information. So y'all say y'all don't like to talk politics or religion because it get too hype. It's like, nah, bro. The thing is, y'all refuse to consider any fact.
any fact that you're not familiar with.
Yeah, exactly.
And the key to what you just said right there is motherfuckers don't like to be wrong. It's hey, Aaron Neville. He made the track. Everybody plays the fool sometime. No exception to the rule.
Exactly.
And that's what people don't like to come face to face with
And
being the
it's
fool.
okay to say I don't know.
Yeah,
I
people
don't know why that's so hard for people. I say I don't know all the fucking time, especially when Jen be asking me certain shit. I don't know.
straight up. It is definitely okay because hey, what GI Joe say? Learning is half the battle. What the fuck they say? GI Joe.
Mm-hmm.
In order to learn, you have to acknowledge that you don't know.
And it took him a while. He finally started listening to me about the food. Now he be asking me all the time, like, my opinion on it. And I always tell him the same shit. Stay away from the drive through.
Yeah, because it's the even with something as simple as that, it's so hard for people to, especially once they get that information, and they'll sit there and refute. They'll sit there and make excuses. Um, why? Because your taste buds have been manipulated. You can't fathom what your real diet is supposed to be. You can't fathom it. And then when the person is telling you these things, then having to reconstruct your whole lifestyle,
Right.
you can't fathom like, damn, is this? I like, yeah, it is that real.
Mm-hmm.
It is that, and it's hard. I'll be the first one to tell you. I still have these conversations with some motherfuckers even now. I be trying to talk to the people that cook around me, so if I ever come around them, everything in line.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yes, it's fucking hard to come to grips with being deceived and then having to go and look at, oh, mama was wrong, daddy was wrong. I love
Mm-hmm.
my grandma, but she was wrong too. Granddaddy was wrong. My favorite uncle was wrong. My favorite auntie was wrong.
Right.
And it's okay because they were manipulated to feed you the things that they fed you. They ate the same shit. So they ain't know. But they still was wrong. But it's like I've had so many conversations with these people outside of food, or these people raised me outside of food. So it's, yeah, you have that respect level, but shit, respect has nothing to do with being wrong.
Exactly.
And the thing is, when you think about that, it's like, don't dwell on the fact that they were wrong. And I think that's where people get fucked up. It's almost like it's a box to where, okay, once I have to come to grips with I was wrong, mama was wrong, daddy was wrong, you kind of just get stuck in that box of anger. Like, but then instead of going further with it, like, okay, so why were they eating this shit? Or why? Because I would think, I know my mama loved me. I know my daddy loved me. I know my favorite uncle loved me. So if they knew this, I know they would have told me. So that means they get manipulated too.
Mm-hmm.
And then that helps you, just kind of like, you know, get out of, it kind of levels out the fool feeling. Because now you understand this is a whole bigger agenda.
I'm telling you, for real.
Now you can understand, okay, this is some shit they purposely doing to us. But we can never get them to that because they so stuck in feeling like they know what it is right now. And then you talk to people like us, and it's like they can't really contend, shouldn't be trying to contend, but that's what and they can't really debate, and they can't really disprove. And then the other thing that block them is now it becomes a battle of wits, or a jealousy, or because now it also, when we're giving people information like this, it's almost like we become a parent, especially when they don't know. So when them motherfuckers are older than you or the same age as you, and you giving them some information that sound like, hey, my mama was supposed to tell me this. Or my daddy was supposed to tell me this. They start feeling a certain kind of way when it comes to that as well, because it's like, well, damn, this is something I'm supposed to know. And people even rebel against that because they didn't know, and they'll rebel against it because they didn't know it. And they didn't know it on their own, and somebody else had to tell them. And that's that psychological shit. See, that's that food that they got us eating that be having us thinking like that. What the fuck are you rebelling for when somebody telling you some good information? I was watching something with a dude, he was breaking down that pig and what the pig does and the lifestyle of the pig. And then correlating it with the fact when we eat these things and how the way they operate, the more we eat it, we take on their mentality. It makes it's like, oh, so this is why he told us not to eat the pork, because the traits of the pig are not necessarily good traits to have. The traits of a pig would be detrimental to the health of a physical being, vessel. Because all the pig does is eat and lay around and eat, and it's dirty. lazy. The only thing it moves for is to eat.
Mm-hmm. You ain't lying.
And then when you look at the world and you look at people, all these food places, you know, you got people that's obese and don't even know they're obese because they don't understand height versus weight. The weight that's healthy for your height. You know, of course, you got different bone structures to where, you know, you got people that's thicker, you know, but even for them, it's the same shit. You know, it's still a scale for that. At the height with your thick frame, healthy weight. Ain't none of that shit broken down. Motherfuckers just be eating.
That's true, for real.
Motherfuckers got us eating 3 full meals a day. Like, and I was thinking about this shit, and that's what challenged me. That's one of the things that challenged me. Like, yeah, I only need 1 full meal a day, or you know, maybe 1.5, and that's what I've kind of been doing for a minute. You know, no more than 2. But usually that second full meal, if I eat one, that first full meal usually happen around 2:33, between 2:30 and 4. And then if I do eat like a second full meal, that usually only happens if I'm up. If I'm up to like 1 or 2 o'clock, and the marijuana done gave me the munchies. You know? But then if I do that, the next day, my first meal probably won't come till about 5, 6. And then, you know, in the mornings, you know, I'm, you know, shit, my meal in the morning, when the mornings is pills, you know, sea moss pills, Sheila G pills and nerve and muscle support pills. And then I always, you know, I keep the fruit, so if I do snack on something, I got the fruit in there.
Got to add that fruit.
And shit, next time you come to the crib, I'm gonna take you to that spot. That Sustain spot, because they got the grocery store with everything made from vegetation, so to speak.
Okay.
You know. So you can check that bitch out. They got the soap in there, they got the shampoo. Yeah, they pretty much got everything in that bitch. I got me some hemp milk right now.
Hey.
I had tried the macadamia, I guess it was macadamia nut milk. I had that last time. This time I got the hemp milk. But I'm also realizing it's like, man, back in the day I used to drink like full carton. My mom used to get 2 milks, 1 for me, the rest for the house. And I used to drink that shit half a carton like it was nothing. And it's like, now I be thinking about that shit, and I'm like, man, and then it's like I haven't drunk cow milk in a long time. It's probably been a good decade and some change. Probably been a good decade and some change. You know, but then I'm realizing, since I started getting this other milk, like the rate I was drinking that cow milk, it was almost like that shit was addictive. You know what I'm saying? I don't even be drinking, but you know, the other milk lasts longer too because it's from more natural sources. So I just used to drink milk just because I'm thirsty type shit.
I feel you on
You
that.
know what I'm saying? I used to drink it like that, so it's like I'm like, wow. So I was like, there has to be some, you know, along with the programming, because they always got the goddamn got milk commercial.
Yeah.
You know, along with the programming, there's something they putting in that shit to make it addictive.
You ain't lying about that. Most of the stuff they do make shit addictive.
Yeah, but then the thing is, it's like you don't even be noticing the shit until you make certain type changes. And then you see a deception, you see an attack. Like how you even the only way you can know is when you get off the milk, and then you start to analyze. Like, okay, well, shit, how much? You know what? They should have been packaging titty milk then.
You ain't lying.
What the fuck they? And then that's where shit get kind of real. Like, motherfuckers look at you crazy because you mad they got us drinking cow milk. You still drinking it. And you think you crazy because you. I'm like, man, listen. First of all, the cow ain't even original. It's like, hell yeah, motherfucker mad. What the fuck they got us drinking, bruh?